Selamat pagi Bapak Ibu yang saya hormati. Terima kasih telah bergabung di webinar Environmental Analysis Field, Volatile Organic Compound Detection in Water, Soil, Ambient Air by GCMS. Silahkan menunggu sebentar hingga acara kami mulai dengan melihat produk-produk dari PT Andaru Persada Mandiri. Acara akan kita mulai di jam 10:10. Terima kasih.
XPEC 6500 ICP-OAS Inductively Coupled Plasma Optical Emission Spectrometer. XPEC 6500 series products have sold more than 1,000 units, are independently controllable, and have a localization rate higher than 95%. Using vertical rectangular tube two-way observation technology, the fourth-generation self-excited solid-state RF source, customized large area array ECCD detector, and structural optimization design are used to achieve higher detection sensitivity and wider linear dynamic range of the instrument. Range, better stability, RSDN 1% at 8H, and better sample adaptability. XPEC 6500 is equipped with an intelligent sample pre-processing system. From the weighing of the sample to the output of the result, a series of processes, such as one-button intelligent processing, do not require manual participation. Widely used in water, soil, air, solid waste, and other environmental protection fields, petroleum, chemical industry, textiles, metallurgy, ore, high-purity metals, food, medicine, online monitoring/combined technology, and other scientific research fields.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi Bapak Ibu peserta webinar. Saya ucapkan selamat datang dan selamat bergabung. Perkenalkan, nama saya Sigit Handoyo Lugito sebagai pembawa acara pada acara webinar kali ini. Semoga dapat membantu acara ini dengan baik dan lancar. Webinar ini adalah rangkaian rutin webinar yang insya Allah kami laksanakan 1 bulan 1 kali dalam rangka meningkatkan berbagi informasi seputar alat laboratorium. Sebagai informasi tambahan, kami dari PT Andaru Persada memiliki alat demo unit untuk gas kromatografi yang bisa Anda coba secara langsung di kantor kami jika Anda membawa sampel dan mengujinya secara langsung di tempat kami. Baik, sebelum acara ini dimulai, saya akan membacakan susunan acara. Yang pertama, pembukaan. Lalu yang kedua, sambutan dari PT Andaru Persada Mandiri yang akan disampaikan oleh Ibu Raden Clara Estella. Lalu yang ketiga, pemaparan company profile PT Andaru Persada Mandiri. Yang keempat, kuis sesi 1. Lalu yang kelima, pemaparan materi utama webinar oleh Misu. Lalu sesi tanya jawab seputar materi webinar. Nomor 7, foto bersama. Lalu ke-8 ada kuis sesi kedua. Dan yang ke-9, closing acara. Mari kita buka acara webinar ini dengan membaca basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Berlanjut ke acara sambutan dari PT Andaru Persada Mandiri oleh Ibu Raden Clara. Kepada Ibu Clara dipersilahkan.
Baik, terima kasih banyak Mas Sigit atas pembukaannya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. 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 Puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala atas limpahan rahmat dan karunia-Nya sehingga kita dapat berkumpul secara virtual dalam acara webinar kali ini. Selamat pagi, saya ucapkan kepada Bapak, Ibu, saudara-saudari yang saya hormati, serta seluruh peserta webinar yang berbahagia. PT Andaru Persada Mandiri bekerja sama dengan Expect Technology akan menyelenggarakan webinar tentang Environmental Analysis Field, VOCs, Detection in Water, Soil, and Ambient Air by GCMS. Saya, Raden Clara Estella, mewakili PT Andaru Persada Mandiri, merasa sangat senang dan terhormat dapat menyapa Anda semua dalam kesempatan yang baik ini. Kehadiran Anda di sini dari berbagai penjuru menunjukkan antusiasme dan semangat belajar yang luar biasa. Webinar kali ini dengan tema Environmental Analysis Field, VOCs Detection in Water, Soil, and Ambient Air by GCMS diselenggarakan sebagai wadah untuk berbagi pengetahuan, pengalaman, dan wawasan baru terkait GCMS. Kami berharap melalui webinar ini, kita semua dapat memperluas pemahaman, mendapatkan inspirasi, dan menjalin kolaborasi dan kerjasama yang bermanfaat. Saya mengucapkan terima kasih kepada seluruh panitia yang telah bekerja keras mempersiapkan acara ini. Terima kasih juga kepada Misu sebagai pembicara atau narasumber utama yang akan berbagi ilmu dan pengalaman berharga dalam webinar ini. Kepada seluruh peserta, saya mengajak untuk sama-sama kita manfaatkan waktu yang ada sebaik-baiknya. Aktiflah dalam sesi tanya jawab, berikan tanggapan, dan jangan ragu untuk berbagi ide. Semoga webinar ini memberikan manfaat yang besar bagi kita semua. Dan akhir kata, saya mewakili PT Andaru Persada Mandiri serta seluruh panitia memohon maaf jika dalam berjalannya acara ini akan ada hal-hal yang kurang berkenan di hati Bapak, Ibu, dan saudara-saudari sekalian. Dan dengan mengucap Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, webinar Environmental Analysis Field, VOCs Detection in Water, Soil, and Ambient Air by GCMS secara resmi saya nyatakan dibuka. Selamat mengikuti, semoga sukses dan bermanfaat. Dan jangan lupa, nantikan webinar-webinar kami selanjutnya. Terima kasih.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Ibu Raden Clara Estela atas sambutannya. Berlanjut ke acara selanjutnya, pemaparan sekilas tentang PT Andaru Persada Mandiri. Oke, PT Andaru Persada Mandiri ini sendiri berdiri dari tahun 2009 hingga sekarang, di mana kita PT Andaru Persada Mandiri ini sudah bergerak di bidang analytical science dan laboratori yang sudah memberikan kontribusi ke banyak divisi seperti farmasi, food, life science, medical research, product quality control, dan many other. Untuk Profil CEO kami, yaitu Pak Ismadi Suwarjono sendiri, sudah lebih dari 20 tahun menjadi kontribusi di bidang alat laboratorium dengan spirit chemist serving chemist. Visi dari PT Andaru Mandiri ini sendiri adalah to be the world class laboratory, manufacturer, and distributor. Di mana misi kami yaitu become laboratory equipment distributor with the best response, best solution, best service, best delivery to achieve zero complaint. Untuk kategori produk kami yaitu ada beberapa, pertama di life science, lalu ada analytical dan general lab. Di mana untuk our brand yaitu ada Barkov, DNA teknologi, Expect teknologi, BioAir teknologi, Alseng, Wyel, Labtech, Lamireologi, Coplay, Repil, Skilloject, dan lain-lain. Nah, kita juga ada isolation dan quantification, di mana kita membawakan produk Olseng. Lalu untuk PCR application, kita dari DNA teknologi dan Olseng. Lalu kita ada protein dan cell-based assay dari Olseng dan BioAir teknologi. Lalu kita juga membawakan reagen dan kit PCR, di mana di sini kita ada Barkov, Mole, lalu DNA teknologi, dan BioAir teknologi. Untuk analytical instrument, kita dari Expect teknologi, kita membawakan alat seperti gas kromatografi, LC-MS-MS, gas kromatografi, GIS atau GCMS, lalu ada Spark OS, ICP-MS, dan ICP-OS, serta dengan alat pendukungnya untuk super microwave digestion. Lalu kita juga analytical instrument, di mana kita juga membawakan ion kromatografi dari Wyel, di mana kita juga membawakan consumable-nya dengan kromatografi kolom dari nanokrom. Lalu kita juga sebagai distributor untuk produk Barkov, di mana di sini kita ada alat dissolution tester, spectrophotometer UV vis, FTIR, HPLC, di mana untuk produk Barkov ini sendiri adalah produk-produk TKDN. Lalu kita juga menjual general support instrument seperti inkubator, oven, autoclave, micropipette, vortex, dry bed, dan lain-lain yang berhubungan dengan general instrument. Apa yang kita dapat provide untuk customer kami, yaitu method development, application support, regulation compliance, after sales service, dan comprehensive service. Terima kasih. Ya. Oke, sebelum berlanjut ke acara inti webinar Environmental Analysis Field, supaya lebih semangat, saya mau kuis dulu, bagi-bagi hadiah. Caranya mudah, saya akan memberikan pertanyaan kepada Bapak dan Ibu yang bisa menjawab, bisa raise hand melalui Zoom. Nanti tim kami akan melihat siapa yang paling awal raise hand, dipersilahkan untuk menjawab. Oke, untuk pertanyaan pertama, sebutkan judul lengkap dari kegiatan webinar kita kali ini.
Halo Pak,
Ya,
boleh izin menjawab?
bagaimana Pak Oda? Di raise hand dulu Mbak, di bagian reak.
Oh ya, oke.
Dengan Mbak Dewi Makviro. Halo, Mbak Dewi Makviro.
Halo Pak, selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Izin menjawab judul dari webinar hari ini, Environmental Analysis Field, VOCs, Detection in Water, Soil, Ambient Air by GCMS.
Ya, betul Ibu. Terima kasih. Nanti akan dihubungi oleh tim kami ya, Bu. Ya,
Terima kasih.
ya, sama Bu.
ya?
Lalu untuk pertanyaan kedua, sebutkan brand atau merek alat GC yang ada pada flyer webinar kita kali ini. Ya, dengan Ibu Yohana.
Ya, kedua.
Izin
Ya,
menjawab
Ibu
Pak,
Yohana, silakan.
GCMS Pak,
Ya, dari brand apa Ibu?
Barkov.
Iya, salah Ibu. Oke, mungkin bisa di reak lagi, di reaksinya pada Zoom, aplikasi Zoom. Oke, dengan Nadilah Nur, ya.
Merek Expect Pak.
Ya, betul Ibu Nadilah Nur. Iya. Baik, nanti akan dihubungi oleh tim kami ya, Bu Nadila. Oke, baik, kita lanjutkan ke acara inti webinarnya, Environmental Analysis Field, Volatile Organic Compound Detection in Water, Soil, Ambient Air by GCMS, which will be delivered directly by Ms. Su as Application Engineer from Expect Technology. We invite Ms. Su to start the presentation. Ms. Su, you can also start the presentation. Ms. Su, your mic still mute.
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't open the voice.
Okay.
So let me make a brief introduction. I am Linda, the regional sales manager from Expect, and Miss Xu is our application engineer. We are happy to meet you all here today. So Next, we will make you an introduction about our GC and GCMS as well as the application. So after the introduction, if you have any questions, welcome to discuss. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear? Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we
Okay.
can see your PowerPoint.
Okay, so
Okay.
we will start.
Yes.
Hello. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Yin Xu. You can call me Xu. And currently, I'm an applied engineering in Hangzhou technology. Today, I'm going to share with you some applications analysis of GC and GCMS in different environmental media. And I will start with the following three parts. And first, I will briefly introduce our development history of our company, and then I will focus on the introducing the features of the GCMS and the GCMS. And at last, I will introduce the application. First, you can see since 2009, about nearly 20 years scientific research and technology breakthroughs, we have overcome and solved many difficulty problems, and we launched many products ranging from GC, GCMS, and some pre-treatments. You can see here the GC and this GCMS. It can celebrate and analyze the complex samples. Also, there is a series of related products of pre-treatments. With these pre-treatments, such as the fully automatic headset and this atmospheric concentrator, and the spinning and the thermal desorption. And also, we have multifunction assembler and the liquid assembler. With these pre-treatments and this GC and GCMS, we can analyze amongst many organic compounds in the environment. Second, I will focus on the features of GC and GCMS. Here you can see this is the picture of GC. And firstly, our GC can be equipped with multiple inlets. It can meet different analytical requirements. Second, we have the precision electrical pressure control, EPC. It has more precision. And with this EPC, we can control the flow in 0.001 psi. And this will make our analysis more stable. Also, we have our GC oven. Our GC oven supports a maximum of 32 or 33 temperature programmable. With this function, we can raise the temperature and cool down the temperature of the oven quickly, and this will improve our efficiency of analysis. Here is the smart touch screen. In the GC, we have the smart touch screen. With this screen, we can see the state of the instruments. Also, we can edit some parameters on the screen. And for the GC detectors, we have normal detectors such as the FID, ECD, FPD, or TCD. And also we have the single quarter mass and the triple quarter mass. And here is the inlet. This is two different inlet. You can see the surface of these two inlet was different. The first inlet is an inert inlet, and the second is a normal inlet. For example, when analyze the surface with this ultra-inert surface inlet, it can analyze this compound more stably. And if we use the normal inlet, the sensitivity of the surface will not stable at the beginning. It will become from low to high and then stable. And this will analyze the effort of the surface. That is to say, in particular application, the first one can meet some customers' requirements. And for our second inlet is a packet column inlet. Our packet column inlet is also have an ultra-inert surface. It can also reduce the residual interference. Here you can see here it has the purge design. With this purge design, it can reduce some interference from injection needle and injection mount impurities. Also, we have a special design that is hand tightening parts. With these hand tightening parts, we can maintain the inlet injection pouch in high temperature. If without this hand tightening parts, when we maintain the injection parts, it is usually in high temperature. We have to cool down the injection pouch so that we can maintain the inlet, but it will take a lot of time. So with this structure, we can maintain the inlet in high temperature. It can save the time and it can avoid scalding. Here is the effort of use this packet column to analyze this kind of compounds because they have ultra-inert surface. So the peak is very sharp. And the third one is the multifunction inlet. Our multifunction inlet is support 4 type injections. In particular applications, the PTV mode maximum program heating rate is about 900 degrees per minute. It can first absorb the target compounds at a low temperature and then repeatedly heat up and vaporize the sample and enter the GC to analyze. And we also have this large volume injection. It can support about 250 invents. Actually, analyze it can be injection more which will enhance the detection sensitivity. For our split and splitless inlet, we have ultra-inert surface too. Here is some compare of the performance of 3 different injection parts. For the packet column, it is suitable for the scenery where the sample composition is simple and such as the analysis of raw materials and food and the chemical industry and the quality control of finished products. And for the split inlet, it is a universal inlet. it can apply to most common analyze, and most of our customers are configured with this kind of inlet. But for this inlet, it is not for semi-unstable compounds such as some organophosphorus pesticides. Also, the performance in trans analyze. And for the last inlet, it is comprehensive. It has a comprehensive function, and it can use for all analyze. You can say it is the most suitable for trans and semi-unstable substance analyze, because this multi-function inlet it can rise the temperature of the inlet when analyzed. Then I will introduce our MS. This is our GCMS and this is our MS. The ion source is a very important component. We can see our ion source can configure with 4 different types of ion source. Also, we have self-developed high-precision protocol and maintainable pre-protocol. With this protocol, we can protect the main core from contamination and ensure stability. Also, we have this user-friendly software. You can see we have convenient ion source cleaning technology. With this technology, we can clean the ion source in a short time. Usually, when we maintain the ion source, we have to turn off our GCMS, and it will take a lot of time. So we have this technology. And the only thing we have when we maintain the ion source, the only thing we have to do is to add a cleaning method, and then it will clean the ion source. And here is the window design. From this window, we can see the state of the ion source and see the filament working. Here is a fast vacuum. We have this fast vacuum. With these features, the instruments can reach the analytical state in nearly 20 minutes when turned on after 20 hours of shutdown. And also we have this friendly software. This is our 4-type ion source. The main function of the ion source is to convert simple molecules into fragments, into particle fragments, and then it can be detected by the MS. The first 2 ion source is EI and REI ion source. The difference is that the sufferance of there is different. The second ion source have ultra inner sufferance, so it can avoid absorption. And the first one is normal. The first one is normal EI. For this first one, normal EI, it is goes the analyze of samples with sample matrix and low contamination. And for this REI, we can analyze the more complex compound. Both of the EI have a double filament. when one filament is broken, is damaged, we can change another filament. We don't have to vacuum. We don't have to turn off the GCMS and replace the filament. We just use another filament is okay. And further, also here the third type is the chemical ionization source, CI source. It is mainly used for the analysis of detection of pesticides with strong polarity and poor thermostability. And for the last one is the SIP. This kind of SIP, it is an ion source that we have optimized the ion transmission path and improve the ion transmission efficiency. And it has a higher sensitivity. With this sensitivity, we can better satisfy the application of the analysis of low concentration substance. This is a hydrogen cleaning technology. I have said that our ion source will be contaminated after long-term use. The traditional ion source cleaning requires empty the GCMS and disassemble the ion source components. This will take a lot of time, and in order to solve this problem and save time, we introduce the ion source cleaning technology with the hydrogen. With this technology, we can clean the ion source without disassemble the ion source. We only need to add the cleaning method in the sample synthesis, and then the instruments will automatically run the clean ion source through cleaning gas, that is hydrogen. This in right, this is the efforts picture before and after cleaning the ion source. The structure of our GCMS has a design that is convenient for maintenance. For the mass analyzed cover plate of the entire MS, like including the ion source, the quadrupole, and the detector are all on a panel. When maintenance, after simply open the side plate and pull out the analyzed cover plate, we can do maintenance and the replacement of the components, such as the ion source and the detector. From this is a front visual window. From this window, we can see the working state of the filament. At the same time, we also have no looking vacuum column. With this one, we can change the column in a short time. We don't have to turn off the GCMS. We just use this model and change a new column is okay. It will save a lot of time. All our instruments have passed the strict test. We have EMC and safety testing, and high and low temperature safety and testing, and vibration testing. And all the results is here. And last, I will introduce the related applications. For the application, I will introduce two parts. The first part is the analyzed case in water, solid, and sediment environment. And the second part is the analyze in the atmospheric environment. Usually there are many kinds of substance and different clarification methods, then the results are different. In the following, I will introduce the analyze according to VOC and SVOC and some pesticide residues analyze. Usually, the analysis of environmental samples such as water, soil, and the sediment usually consists with the first steps. First, we have to the sample collection, and then is the sample extraction, concentration, and purify, and then we can analyze. During the sample extraction stage, there's slight difference between VOC and SVOC. The SVOC are mostly extracted by the arsenic extraction or liquid extraction. But for the VOC, they are extracted by hash-base or protein chip. Here you can see this is our instruments for application analyze in water and the solid and sediment. We have relevant pre-treatment and celebration analyze instruments. For the analysis of VOCs, we equipped with three type fully automatic headspace. And the maximum injection can support 122 precision injection. And it can meet the needs of customers with mass sample analysis. We also have the purge and chip, and with the purge and chip, we can analyze lower concentration of VOCs in water and solid. For the SVOCs and the pesticides residues analyze, we have the 211 solid phase extraction, and this is SPE. And also we have a multifunction sampler, like expect 280 and we have the liquid sampler, like AS2000. With this pre-treatment injection diverse and our GC and MS, we can able to analyze VOCs and the SVOCs in the target environment as well. Here is a brief list of China environmental analysis standards. It can be seen that the VOCs are mostly enriched by the headspace and the protein chip, and then the analyzed by GC or GCMS. And for the SVOC, they are combined with some chemical extractions for sample enrichment, and then analyzed by using GC and GCMS. Then I will list some cases by the following. The first case is the analysis of 55 kinds of VOCs in water. So this VOC is a kind of compound with a boil point smaller than 260 degrees at normal pressure. And they are usually complex and mainly including hard currents and the benzene series and etc. Here is some standards when we detect the VOC in the water. In here you can see this is the instruments analyze method, and there is a middle. Here is this column type and the oven temperature, and also the inlet temperature, and this is the parameter of the headspace. With this parameter, we can acquire the VOCs in the water like this. In here, the every peak will represent at least one compound. We have nested library. We can use this library to know every peak is which compound. For the second case was the use of Hessbase and MS to analyze 21 VOCs in solid and sediments. This including 15 cations and 6 other compounds. In this case, the pretreatment used for VOCs is Hessbase method. Usually, by connecting the sample, place the sample in the Hessbase bottle and edit the same method in the table, and the sample can analyzed. And then we will get the result in here. That is the TIC of the results. Also in here, the every peak in this graph represents at least one substance. If you want to qualitation analyze, qualitation analyze of unknown concentration in the sample, you can make a standard curve and to establish a calibration curve, and then you can use this calibration curve to complete the sample quantitative. For the third case is the SVOC. The SVOC are the organic compounds with the ballpoint between 240 and 400 at normal pressure. Some of them are have serious biological hazards because the SVOC have a high boil point and are difficult to volatile. So they are usually extracted from samples by extraction. This is the TIC. This is the TIC of the 64 substance. It can be seen that the peak shapes are sharp, and here is the celebration is good. And for the detection of this kinds of compound, we use the liquid extraction or solid phase extraction method to extract the target compounds from the sample. Then the liquid sample and the GCMS, the liquid sampler and the GCMS are used to complete the detection and analyze of the samples. Also, here is the TIC of this kind of compounds. For this pesticide residues, usually the production and the use of pesticides, it can directly pollute water, air, and the soil. If pesticides are not completely degraded after being used for a period of time, they will remain in organism and the environment. This will pollute the environment and endanger human health. Timely detection of the pesticides in environmental media is important for protecting of environment. Generally, organic pesticide including organophosphorus, we call this OPS, and also the OCPS and the others. For the first case of the pesticides, we give this name example as the OPS. For this OPS, it is the compound contains the phosphorus elements and was used to prevent and control and eliminate the pests such as the disease. It is harmful to human health. So we will use some method to detect the OPS. Also, here is some standards, and based on these standards, we can edit the parameter of GC and GCMS, and then we can get the graph of GC and the TIC of GCMS in here. This is the result analyzed by GCFPD, and this is the result by GCMS. First, third case is the OCPS analyzed. This kind of pesticides have received much attention. There have one book called The Slender Spring. In this book, it mentioned this kind of pesticides. They are difficult to volatilize and difficult to degrade and have a long residual time. It is very harmful to the health. For the detection of the OCPS, we also have two kinds of analyze methods. We can use GC with the detector ECD, and we also have more powerful detectors to analyze of the OCPS like GCMS. Here are the presented the case of GCMS analyzed 70 OCPS and 34 kinds of OCPS. For the third case is this 8 for this kinds of pesticides. And also here have some standard method. We also based on this standard method and added this parameter in GC and GCMS and acquire this results in the software of GCMS. In this case, we have used the out sampler and use GCMS. The last case of the pesticides is immediate pesticides in solid and sediment. There are also kinds of pesticides that are harmful to the environment. So we often use the solvent extraction or liquid injection to enrich the target compounds in the real sample. Also, here is some standard methods, and it will use a sampler injection and GCMS. It is the TIC of this kinds of pesticides. Then is the application in the atmosphere. For the application in the atmosphere, usually it contains this for this 3 steps. First is the sampling. For the sample collection, the sample treatment, pre-treatment, and sample detection. There are 4 container sample methods and 3 media sample methods for sampling. And the sampling method is selected according to different requirements and standard document. For example, we analyze of benzene series usually use active carbon absorption tubes sample. And as for 65 VOCs in ambient air, they are sampled by using Suma tanks. Then, collect the sample can be analyzed through direct injection, solvent desorption, or sample desorption, or use the concentration instruments injection. According to the gas sample collection, pretreatment and the sample, we have these products. For the sampling, we have the small tank and the gas sampler of different type. We also have this of different type. We also have this static diluters. With this static diluter, we can prepare the standard gas of different concentration. Also, we can dilute high concentration sample gas for detection. And for the injection, we have the small tanker out sampler and this airbag injection out sampler. And also we have this kind of desorption and pre-concentrate. Here is some standard method of application in atmosphere. First is the desorption analysis of 35 kinds of VOCs. Refer to this method and GC method in the table. The TIC graph of this VOCs can be obtained. And then the types and the contents of VOC in the sample can be analyzed according to this TIC. In this case, we use this type of product in our company and this. And the second case is we use the pre-concentrate. We use this pre-concentrator and analyze the 116 VOCs. In this case, we collected the air samples by using small tanks with the ultra-interference. After being captured by the atmospheric pre-concentration and cooled, focused, and the water and carbon dioxide are removed. Then we will raise the temperature of the capture cold trap. The high temperature will induce the sample into the GCMS and to complete the qualitative and quantitative analysis. In this case, we use the D-switch central carting model. With this model, we can first introduce the first 5 carbon-2 to carbon-3 components to the column 1, then into the plot column for second celebration, and finally into the FID for detection. And the remaining 111 compounds was separated by column 1 and enter the mass detector for detection through the dumping tube. In this way, we can get the results of the VOCs, and it can be analyzed in single injection. It will improve the analysis efficiency. Also, here is the graph of FID detector, and here is the result of the MS detector. For the third case is we use the active carbon adsorption tubers to collect benzene series compounds in ambient and indoor air. Then we will desorption with carbon disulfide and analyze with FID. Also, we will get this result like this GC graph. Okay, the last case is the SVOC analyzed in atmosphere. For the SVOC, we use the solvent desorption injection analyze. For this VOC, we will use the PUF simple tubers and quiz verbose filters, and then analyze the after extraction, concentration, and purify with organic solvent. Then we will injection it with liquid sampler. And last, we will get these results based on this standard method. Okay, this is all of our sharing today. And if you have any questions, you can.
Hello.
Hello, thank you, Mr.
Hi,
Su.
everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was delivered the presentation?
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask.
Oke. Baik, sekarang kita masuk ke sesi tanya jawab untuk peserta yang ingin menanyakan mengenai materi dari yang sudah disampaikan Misu, dapat melakukan mengangkat tangan melalui Zoom. Bapak Ibu dipersilakan untuk open mic dan kamera, kemudian menyebutkan instansi, dilanjutkan dengan pertanyaan. Ya, apakah ada yang mau ditanyakan seputar dari sini? Kenapa? Ya, Pak Sri Widodo, dipersilahkan untuk bertanya.
Terima kasih. Selamat pagi. My name is Widodo. I'm from government institution, health and safety institution. I want to know the sensitivity of FID detector from this product. And then also residual standard deviation of retention time, also the response of the GCFID. Thank you.
So first, you mean the sensitivity of FID detector, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, the first question is the FID sensitivity. Usually, the FID is a common detector, so the sensitivity is not very high. We usually use FID to analyze the compounds with the concentration of ppm, ppb. In ppm, ppb level, mostly is ppm level, and some compounds like the benzene series, it can detect in ppb level. And what about the second question? I didn't catch it. So can you pardon?
Okay, usually we use the GCFID. There is sensitivity by tetracyclohexane. That is the unit until picogram.
I'm so sorry. There are some professional words I can't get the right meaning. So I think if you don't mind, you can send your question in the chat group. I will write it down and give you the answer.
So for the first question, the detection limit of FID, usually we will reach to ppm level, ppb level, and sometimes we will for some compounds we will get to ppm level. So this is the first question.
Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. Usually our limited detection in ppm or ppb usually. But in my instrument, there is already mentioned that for certain substances, they have to get certain concentration.
So because you know the detection limit will be based on the different compounds.
In my instrumentation already mentioned that we have to get under for material with content C16, carbon 16, that is in mix, that is under pictogram in microliter. Is there for this GCFID has
Mention.
the certain substances to detect the sensitivity limit of this GCFID? Maybe you show me the certificate or others document.
Maybe you can send us the compounds list in the group. We will check and check one by one and send to later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will try and then I upload to the chat. That's
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Terima kasih Mas Sigit sudah di ini.
Ya, sama-sama Pak Widodo.
Ya.
Nanti kalau misalkan kurang puas dengan jawabannya, nanti saya akan menghubungi Pak Widodo ya melalui chat.
Baik.
Baik, terima kasih. Ya. Untuk peserta lainnya, apakah ada yang ingin bertanya kembali? Bisa di raise hand. Nanti dari kami akan mempersilahkan untuk bertanya. Ya, kepada Bapak Prasetyo dipersilahkan untuk dapat bertanya.
Hello, my name is Tio from ILS Indonesia Laboratory. I want to ask about the details in this GCFID from expect ya Mas Sigit.
Ya, betul Pak Prasetyo.
Okay, so I'm conducting this ethanol detection for the daily measurements. So is it come with the specific column that needs from expect only brands, or does it interchangeably from across the brands? I'm new in this GCFID field, so enlighten me with your acknowledgement. Thank you.
So you mean the column, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you know, frankly speaking, we will not produce every small parts. So now for the column, we use the engine or risk tag.
Okay.
Yeah. So at this moment, these are two brands for columns we are using. But if you want to if you want us to provide the GC, or you can purchase the color by yourselves.
Okay, thank you very much.
Terima kasih Pak Prasetyo. Nanti saya juga akan menghubungi Pak Prasetyo ya Pak mengenai kolomnya.
Silakan
Baik.
Mas.
Ya. Apakah ada pertanyaan lagi dari yang lain? Ya, apakah ada yang mau bertanya lagi? Bisa satu lagi yang bertanya? Oke, baik. Kalau misalkan sudah... Oh, ada.
I
Nur
just want to ask,
Akmalia ya? Ya, baik.
thank
Silakan.
you. Yeah, only one question. So is the GCMS compatible with the SPME? Because I'm going to use SPME to detect some of the VOCs from the soil and the atmosphere. So yeah, I just want to know whether it's suitable and compatible to be, tandem with the SPME. That's it. Thank you.
但是，就比如说我们用 SPME 测土壤或者是水分的时候，我们用 SPME 的做一下。
Okay. For the SPME function, when we use SPME, we can absorb the low concentration compound in the such as the water or the soil. So it can rise the sensitivity of the detection. And for this SPME, we have different fibers, and with different fibers, we can absorb different compounds. So this is depend on your requirements. Depend on your analyzer requirements.
Yeah, I mean the equipment that is available in your company. I mean, is it already has like a compatible if I use the SPME? I mean, I heard that it should be like directly attached to the machine so that it can use for the direct analysis by GCMS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
is it already compatible?
我们是已经就是 Yes, we have because we produce not only the GCMS but also we produce the SPME by ourselves. So we have collected these two devices to analyze some compounds.
Okay, so it's compatible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So do you have any other questions?
Ya, apakah ada pertanyaan lain? Baik, kita sudahi untuk sesi tanya jawab ini. Mungkin kita bisa berfoto dulu ya di Zoom ini. Mungkin bisa open kamera untuk videonya. Nanti kita akan foto, lalu kita lanjutkan dengan sesi tanya jawab kembali. Sesi kuis maksud saya, maaf. Udah. Halaman 3 kita foto. Halaman 4.
So I want to say for GCMS, now we have two models, 3700 and 3750. The difference between these two models is that the 3700 is the basic model, only with the EI source, while the high-end model 3750, we have different ion source for option like REI source, CI source, and SIP source. So this will be depends on customer specific application and budget. And also we have, as you can see, we have different per treatment accessories for different applications. So if you have any questions on the applications or configurations, you can feel free to ask our colleague Sigit, and we will make you the support.
Oke, thank you Linda. Terima kasih juga sudah kami lakukan pemotretan untuk sesi di sebelumnya. Yang selanjutnya kita akan melakukan kuis kembali. Sama seperti tadi, kita akan meraise tangan pada Zoom. Nah, untuk pertanyaannya, pertama, sebutkan 5 produk alat laboratorium analytical yang PT Andaru Persada Mandiri saat ini miliki.
Also, now we are proceed the CE certification. I think we can get the certificate at the end of August for GC and GCMS, for GCMS.
Oke, Linda. Linda, did you want still speaking?
Sorry?
Did you want still have something you want to share?
Maybe at this moment, no. So anyway, actually, I want to say some information about our company. We expect is located in Hangzhou. Now, the PT Androm is our official distributor in Indonesia. They have a very good sales team and service team. So, as a supplier of them, we have full confidence about their service. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact them.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, if you have any questions about the presentation today, you can list your questions to Sigit, and we will check one by one and respond.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Oke, balik lagi untuk sesi selanjutnya mengenai sesi kuis tadi. Sebutkan 5 produk alat laboratorium analytical yang PT Andaru Persada Mandiri miliki saat ini. Mungkin ada tim yang ada peserta yang mau menjawab untuk ini. Oke, kita ulang lagi untuk pertanyaannya. Sebutkan alat-alat analitikal yang dijual oleh PT Andaru Persada yang sebelumnya sudah pernah disampaikan di awal company profile. Ya, Mbak Yohana, silahkan untuk menjawab.
Halo Pak, izin
Halo?
menjawab.
Iya,
Halo. Ini selain GC boleh Pak ya?
boleh, boleh.
Boleh. Untuk pertama ada GC,
Mhm,
yang kedua GCMS,
mhm,
ketiga ICPOS,
mhm.
ada ICPMS sama HPLC by barcode.
Ya, betul. Terima kasih Mbak Yohana. Nanti akan dihubungi oleh tim kami ya, Bu. Iya.
Oke, baik Pak.
Oke, pertanyaan kedua. Apa kepanjangan dari GCMS? Ya, ada yang mau menjawab? Ya, Pak Prasetyo, silakan.
Gas kromatografi, Mas, spektrometri, Mas.
Ya, bisa. Terima kasih Pak Prasetyo.
Oke,
Ya,
sama-sama.
ya baik. Terima kasih atas partisipasi dari para peserta, baik Ibu dan Bapak. Terima kasih. Mungkin sekian dari kami yang bisa kami sampaikan. Terima kasih sebelumnya dan mungkin akan ditutup untuk sesi webinar kali ini dan kedepannya nantikan webinar-webinar kami selanjutnya yang akan kita share nanti ke Bapak Ibu sekalian. Seperti itu. Baik, terima kasih sebelumnya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik.